Se nos fue el nuevecito de hoy. Mañana volvemos a las 9.
Con más música, complacencias y pretextos para no ir al gimnasio. Aquí termina Nuevecito con María Letona. La mejor opción cuando el café ya no hace efecto.
Bienvenidos de regreso a Reactor 105. Lo prometido es deuda, gente. Y tengo en el estudio o en la cabina Apocalíptica. Welcome, guys. We do the auto clap, or someone can clap with me. It's gonna get set. Thank you so much. We love ourselves here. I always say that, and I believe it every day. So we have Eika. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Great to be back in Mexico City.
Yeah, I mean it's been a while. And hi, Pertu.
Hello.
Hello. And hi, Pavo.
Yeah.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pavo. Pollo loco.
Pavo. El pollo loco. Everyone is going to be eating some pavo these dates lately.
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank you for coming. I know you are busy people, and you're quite a big band that has been going on for a while, and sometimes people forget about the importance of radio, so thank you for being here.
No, thank you for having us.
No, the pleasure is mine. And you said it's good to be back in Mexico City. We were just thinking about dates, and it's been a while since you actually have played in Mexico, right? In the city.
Yeah, you actually just mentioned that it was 19.
Yes, domination.
Yeah, it was hard to believe that, we haven't been here since then playing a live show. Feels weird because we've been still in Mexico. Beginning of last year, we played 15 concerts in Mexico, but no Mexico City.
Do you remember some cities?
Yeah. Yes, all these, Merida, Tijuana,
Chihuahua,
yeah.
Juarez, San Luis
Puebla,
Toluca, whatever.
I'm impressed.
Santa Cruz.
You actually remember the names, and there's no hard accent.
No, yeah.
What do you say?
Cuernavaca.
Yeah. You guys are Mexican speakers.
We are fans of Mexico.
Oh
yes.
Mexico always have had a special place in our hearts, the greatest audience in the world for us, and we enjoy it here.
You know, first time we came here 26 years ago?
Yes.
Or 25 years ago?
I was born, yeah.
Yeah. And it's, since we have always loved being here and playing here, and the Mexican audience is always really good for us.
You know, we get that a lot. And at the beginning, when bands said, Mexican audience is the best audience, I was like, yeah, you probably say that everywhere you go. But I believe it from you guys because you keep coming back a lot. And it's been 26 years since the first time, and you still don't forget us. Is there a specific reason, apart from that we are very loud and we are very passionate? Is there any other reason?
I don't know. I think Mexican people are very welcoming. And since the very beginning, we always felt so welcome when we came here. I think 98 was the first time, or 99 it was the first time when we were here. And then we had great people who became our friends working for us on record companies in the early 2000s. And I don't know, just connection with people, the openness that Mexican people have in general. I personally have been coming to spend holidays in Mexico for more than 15 times.
Come on, you come to work and you also come on holidays.
Yeah, because it's always. I personally always felt that there is something similar with Mexicans and Finnish people, that some level of honesty. We are not as open as Mexicans, we Finns, usually, but some ground vibe of being honest and kind of meeting people very openly in a certain way.
I love it. I have to translate because this is live, but I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can. Les doy la bienvenida a Apocalíptica. Digo sus nombres, Eika, Pertu y Pavo, y me dicen que lo hice bien, y por acá dice Pollo Loco. Digo, la gente va a estar comiendo pavo mucho últimamente. Pero bueno, estaban recordando que hace 26 años fue la primera vez que vinieron a México y que les encanta venir. Digo, miren, al principio cuando las bandas me decían eso, yo decía, sí, seguro dicen eso a todas partes a las que van, pero contigo o con ustedes, con Apocalíptica, lo siento muy sincero. Y me dice, sí, digo, aparte de lo obvio, porque somos pasionales, porque nos encanta la música, ¿cuál sería el motivo por el cual dicen que vienen todo el tiempo? Y dice, pues es que siento que somos muy similares los finlandeses a los mexicanos. Tal vez los finlandeses no somos tan honestos, pero en México sí hay algo parecido a como somos nosotros, honestos. Y bueno, pues dice que somos somos muy hospitalarios, ¿no? Que los tratamos muy bien, que tenemos buenos amigos en disqueras y gente que trabaja en la industria, así que eso está chido también. Que han venido mucho, pero curiosamente no han venido a la Ciudad de México. Me dicen todos los nombres de Cuernavaca, Guadalajara, Mérida, Tijuana, y además se saben los nombres, lo cual aplaudo porque se los saben bien y no se les nota casi el acento. Pero ahora vamos a lo que truje. You're here because you're playing, ¿no? How many dates to go? Where are we playing?
Five shows, and we start tomorrow in Cuernavaca. Querétaro tomorrow.
Querétaro.
And then we have
Then we
San
play
Luis Potosí.
Yeah.
What else?
Puebla and Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
And the festival in
Toluca also.
Yeah.
So it's 5 shows, yeah.
Tecate Comuna.
So Toluca, Guadalajara, Cuernavaca, Querétaro, and I'm missing one.
Puebla.
No,
Puebla.
not Cuernavaca.
No Cuernavaca, Puebla.
Puebla.
Okay, perfect. Pues for everyone that's listening, because we get listened all over the country, you know you have to go and watch Apocalyptica. Your most recent album is a Metallica tribute, let's call it like that. And we were just talking, it's kind of like going back to your roots. Would you agree?
Yeah, totally. It is. We kind of felt that it's the right moment. We always knew since 20 years we've been talking that there are so many great Metallica songs left that we would love to play them one day. But now it felt like a proper time for it to release it as a CD. We also knew that the wide audience around the world wants to hear us playing those tunes, so it was felt very appropriate, and we love it. It feels like going back to the crazy teenage years when we began, but we are now just a bit more mature and have a more experience. So in a way, this album catches the youthful spirit of Apocalyptica from the years when we began, with the grown-up experience and maybe more defined and soundscape and picture. You know.
The best of both worlds.
Yes.
Because youth is great, but experience is great as well. Wouldn't you agree, Pavel?
No.
No? Growing up sucks.
Pavo doesn't remember what it means to be young.
Yeah.
Pablo already went over the due date.
I'm already too old to die young.
Ok, bueno, dicen que como el disco que sacaron en 2024 es un tributo a Metallica, es como volver a los inicios. Es decir, ellos comenzaron haciendo covers mayormente de Metallica, y dice por acá Pertu que pues sí, hay muchas canciones de Metallica que saben que la gente le encantaría seguir escuchando cómo la tocan, ¿no? Y que combina lo bueno de los años locos de cuando eran adolescentes con lo que es ahora ser mayor. Le digo, Pavo, ¿tú estás de acuerdo? ¿Estás de acuerdo que es lo mejor de dos mundos? Y me dice, no, crecer apesta. Yo ni me acuerdo. Digo, soy muy grande para morir joven, es lo que dice Pavo. Okay, so there's one thing that I'm pretty sure follows you around, which is this thought or this belief that Apocalyptica is just strings. No, you are the band that started being cellos and stuff and making covers, and that's it. But I feel that's wrong, and I would like you to talk about this point, because I feel it hasn't been talked enough.
Okay.
For us, I think, especially nowadays, we think, of course, our core is the cello, the three of us, and we always make cello-driven music, but we are using elements outside, whatever we need for music to shine in a way, and it's one of the biggest pleasures of the whole our career has been to work with amazing vocalists, because not having an own permanent vocalist gives us the opportunity, of course, to try and make songs with all the people with whom we admire, actually, and it's pretty wild.
And you don't care about the genre either, which I think is amazing. I mean, Gavin Rosedale and all this stuff, that's amazing.
And you know, if you think about statistically, the first album, our first album was only Metallica, second album was Sepultura, Metallica and Originals, and then next 7 albums were original Apocalyptica music.
Which
and
is
now
great.
the recent album is again Metallica, so out of 10 studio albums, only 3 of them are cover albums, and 7 are original.
But they all have
Apocalyptica
strings.
music. It's all cello based, but and I think we have made maybe 25 different vocal collaboration singles around that. So over this year, so Apocalyptica, it can be whatever basically.
Yes, I mean that's why I meant it's much more than just that, no? You go to an Apocalyptica concert, maybe there's someone listening that hasn't been lucky enough to be there, and it's a whole experience.
Oh, yes.
It's not just a concert. You guys have presence, and I don't know. Do you think that's something that you're born with, or that you acquire along the time?
I think we have learned that along the way.
I surely agree. It is an experience. Experience cannot tell is it a good or bad experience, but at least it's an experience.
I bet there's been some bad experience in the audience, but that's not your fault.
No, but if you think about what is the whole concert situation in general, the magic is in that X amount of people gather together to experience something together.
Yes, collectiveness.
On a personal, individual, personal way, but the collective energy, and we see performing is a collaboration with the audience. So we create the show together with the people, and now it's very cool. With now we are in this place Metallica tour. We don't have a singer. We have a drummer with us, but audience they do.
They're
vocals.
the singers.
Yeah, they're the singers.
There's no one opens their mouths, but
no.
Oh wow.
But the audience. So
that's risky.
I think
that's different.
It's transferring the energy between stage and audience, and that's what makes it magical.
You know what? I like it. Of course, I do. Lots of people like it because there's no concert without the band, but there's no concert without the audience either.
Absolutely. Yeah, we experienced that in the COVID times. We tried to do some streams. And
oh my God, that sucks.
It was so weird during the song we felt, oh God, like we would be performing, and in the very second the song ended, we were like, what's happening now?
That was
weird. The weirdest thing ever.
Silence, just crickets.
Yes.
That's weird. Okay, I'm going to do a quick translation. ¿No? O sea, por supuesto estoy diciendo que hay algo que los ha perseguido toda la vida apocalíptica, que son las cuerdas que tocan el cello y que bueno, pues hacen tributos y tal, pero que yo sé que Apocalíptica es mucho más que eso, que una banda de metal que tiene cuerdas, ¿no? Y me dicen, claro, o sea, hay que tomar en cuenta que de todos los discos que llevamos, solamente 3 son de covers. Todos los demás han sido canciones nuestras. Además, lo más difícil es que no tenemos un vocalista permanente. Nosotros no tenemos un vocalista permanente. Hemos tenido colaboraciones. Estaba viendo hace rato las colaboraciones que han tenido. No manchen, han tenido colaboraciones con Gavin Rossdale y con otros grandes y pesados nombres que pues han tenido la suerte de trabajar con ellos y que la verdad pues no necesitamos más. Este tour en específico, si ustedes van a ir a alguna de las fechas, ya sea en Querétaro, en Puebla, en donde sea, pues van a encontrar que no hay vocalista. El público es el vocalista. Y digo, eso es riesgoso. Y me dice, sí, intentamos hacer streamings en la pandemia y se sentía súper raro. Es como que acabábamos la canción y luego, this is weird, ¿no? Es súper raro, no entiendo qué está pasando. Vamos a ir a una breve paso. We're gonna take a little break, but I would love to listen to something. So what will we choose for today? Chan, chan, chan.
Maybe some Slipknot.
If you want to play from other Slipknot, Sepultura, whatever you want to play. But since you're here,
do we have what songs we have on the latest album that are shorter than 10 minutes long?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say, because that's kind of radio extreme. But you know.
I have to see. I don't remember.
I have them here. I can you know. Apocalyptica plays Metallica Volume 2, and we have songs like Ride the Lightning, Saint Anger. I love Saint Anger. I love it.
I play Saint Anger.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh my God, you're taking requests. That's great. Vamos a ir a una pausa y Apocalyptica acaba de decir que sí a la canción que me gusta a mí merengues, Saint Anger, original de Metallica. Vamos y regresamos. Estamos aquí en Reactor 105. Oh sí. Esto es lo que yo llamo una reversión de Metallica a Saint Anger por parte de Apocalyptica, which I know you get this a lot, but I just thought about it and I'm just gonna spit it out. Metallica, Apocalyptica. They're quite similar names. Did you think about that?
The truth is that when we did the first album, we've had to figure out a name for us. And at that time, we were not band, we were just 4 cellists that played metal for fun. And the plan was only to make the one album. APOCALYPTICA plays Metallica.
But it wasn't a joke. It was just like
no. It was just
let's see what happens.
Yeah, it was exactly so. That's why it's so strictly tied to Metallica. APOCALYPTICA plays Metallica because there was no plan to make anything else than just one album because we didn't expect it to be any successful. We thought if we sell 1,000 copies, that's fine.
Pavo, when was the moment? You're like the quiet kid in the classroom, which the teacher always talks to. When was the moment that you realized maybe this wasn't a one-time thing? If you can come closer, thank you.
The beginning was like surprises after surprises.
Yes.
Our 5th or 6th like a public performance, we were supporting Metallica.
Oh my God! And what did Metallica say? Did this James Hetfield or someone?
They were hearing our show and they were like.
They were curious.
Yeah, they were. What the hell is
Look
this?
Look at these guys.
And we just met the guys this year a couple of times, and we were remembering those days. And it's how many years that's 96.
96 we opened for them.
96.
Yes,
but it took actually quite a long time because then we started to get some gigs off the first album, and we did a bunch of shows, and we realized in a live situation that we sound completely different than on the first album. So we have to make another one.
Yeah.
And then,
we're better now.
And we already in the beginning we played other artists like Sepultura, for example. So we wanted to make covers of those. And
honestly, which one is the more difficult, Metallica or Sepultura? Tell me that
there's not that kind of difference.
For who? For the drummer? For the yeah.
That time we didn't have drummer at all.
Yeah.
And I think 99 when I started to write original songs for Cult album, I kind of started to think this as a full-time thing, more like a full-time thing.
Yeah.
And others had already works like orchestra work and teaching, cello teaching work. And it took a couple of years. Then we were all like, okay, we can't do anything else in APOCALYPTICA because
great, I can quit my teaching job. I can do this full-time. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna translate.
So it took quite a long time from the first album that before we started to feel like we are a band and this is what we do.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so Perttu and I, we both had like a lifetime vacancy.
Yes?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, in the orchestra, and I was teaching in
a musical.
So we quit the jobs.
Yeah, well, there's nothing better. That you quit your job for your perfect job. Or did you actually like more to teaching? Would you go back? I wish I was a teacher.
One day I will go back. When I'm old, I will go back.
Yes, okay. It's you have like 20 years.
20 years.
20 years to go. Bueno, básicamente les estoy diciendo APOCALYPTICA, ¿no? Eso no es algo que pensé preguntarles. Metallica suena parecido. Y me dicen, pues sí, es que el primer disco pensamos que iba a ser un solo disco y ya. Pero no. De repente, al sexto concierto, nos dimos cuenta de que esto iba en serio y le estábamos abriendo a Metallica. Y los chicos de Metallica estaban así como curiosos, asomándose de, suena bien. Entonces ahí nos dimos cuenta que esto era en serio. Algunos de ellos eran profesores, enseñaban a tocar cello, y cuando de repente se dieron cuenta, ya, solo podemos tener APOCALYPTICA, no podemos hacer nada más. Y por acá me río con Pavo porque le digo, oye, no, pues, ¿qué? ¿Te gustaba más ser maestro? ¿O tuviste que renunciar a tu trabajo de maestro para tener una banda? Dice, a lo mejor cuando sea más grande. Digo, todavía faltan muchos años. Pero también por acá, como que, sí, cuando empezó a hacer Colts, el disco en solitario, o bueno, no en solitario, sino que el disco de rolas de APOCALYPTICA, se dio cuenta de que esto iba súper en serio. Guys, time flies. We have to say, not goodbye, see you soon, because I have to ask. I mean, obviously, we might have a show soon, an APOCALYPTICA show
in Mexico
here
City.
in Mexico City.
For
please.
sure,
absolutely.
We really aim for it next year that we would have the time to come in a proper venue, because Mexico City will do it big time then, of course, and it's going to be the biggest show APOCALYPTICA ever made. So, yeah.
That's why we have been postponing it, because we want to find the right place and right time to make it right for Mexico Mexican audience.
Listen, we have time for that concert. You can do your 10-minute songs, and you can play 3 hours. I know it's common here.
And before we stop, I want to mention for people listening to this in the cities we are playing now, coming to play. We visited the cities, most of those cities, 24 beginning, but this is a different show. So if you saw APOCALYPTICA in February 24, it's completely different show.
What's the main difference? The new album?
It's all Metallica. No singers. The audience participates. The whole set list, the whole vibe, the whole structured production, everything.
Plus, we have an insane production actually with us.
Yes,
with the lights and screens and stuff, and
the visual part
is gonna be also mind blowing.
What's your favorite visual from the show?
We never see it.
It's on my back. Come on, Maria.
Our greatest visual is the audience, like the faces of the disbelief. You know, like people looking at us, like eyes wide open and mouth open. What the hell is this?
Oh my
this
God.
Is awesome. You know, that's
Apocalíptica, great. Bueno, a ver, para la gente que ya vio el show en 2024, ahora es completamente diferente. Las principales diferencias son, es todo Metallica, no hay vocalistas, no hay cantantes, y dicen por acá que tenemos una gran producción de visuales y de luces, y les pregunto cuál es su favorito visual. Me dice, no lo vemos, estamos de espaldas, nuestro mejor visual es la cara de la gente que nos está viendo. Y lo más importante, esperen show de Apocalíptica para 2026, seguro, porque quieren regresar por fin a tocar a la Ciudad de México, a un venue increíble que sea el show más grande que ha dado Apocalíptica en la vida. Así que yo estoy calentando motores. I can't wait for that show and for any of the shows. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
No, you're welcome. So let's play one more song, right? What do you want to play?
Short or long?
Whatever you want.
Nattari.
It's your show.
Vanha nattari.
Niin.
Vanha nattari?
Play Nothing Else Matters.
Nothing else matters. You know what? Because nothing else matters but having bands like you on this earth. Yeah. And I say that because it's true. Okay, so esta es la versión de Nothing Else Matters. Ya sabemos que es original de Metallica, pero no son covers, son reversiones. Reimaginamos la música de Metallica y la plasmamos como nadie lo ha hecho nunca. Cheers, Apocalíptica. You see why I clap to ourselves? Because we deserve it.
Yes.
We deserve it. Ok, muchísimas gracias. Yo me voy a despedir porque tengo que salir corriendo a otra entrevista, pero nos vamos a quedar con música de nuestra programación después de Nothing Else Matters. Gracias, Eddie. Gracias, Apocalíptica. Gracias, Dulce. Gracias a toda la banda que nos escuchó. Y también ahí viene Y No Es Fake más adelante.
Gracias.
Sweet.
Gracias, Sweets.
Thank you.
Buenos días, México. Esto es Nuevecito, el programa de las 9 que huele a pan tostado.
Llama las decisiones desde temprano.
Comienza el nuevo día con buenas rolas.
Y con esa vocecita interna que te dice, ¿neta te vas a poner eso?
Lo único peor que despertarse tarde es despertarse sin Nuevecito. Con María Letona, por Reactor 105. Bienvenidos.
¡Yeah!